Hello and welcome to Moscato and Tea. This is the show for all things beauty, business, and community with your host Inez and Chiquita. Keeping it raw, real, and unfiltered.
Hello.
Hello, my dear. What's going on?
A lot. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm feeling so good.
Are you? I know
Yes.
you. I have to tell you, this little look you got
Yes.
going on with the little bun and those hair.
Thank you.
And you actually accessorize it?
Yes. First time. It's, don't judge. But
No, I'm not at all. You taking
well,
it to
not
another.
you, but, I'm just a jeans and t-shirt girl. So trying
know.
to put on jewelry and all
I
that
see
stuff.
your jewelry, your hair. I'm not mad.
I'm trying to step it up. I'm trying to catch up to you.
Girl, please.
So,
I'm like 3 steps behind you. So.
Listen. Anyway, but today, we just want to kind of go into a couple little things, little details and stuff like that. And you're the expert on this. And I had a couple, ideas and questions. And I've been, I am your client,
Yes, you are.
and everything. And so I know there's a couple myths and, things out there about waxing and beauty in general.
Yeah, so it's going to be Beauty Day today, you
Yes,
guys. This
all
is
about beauty.
which is a good thing, especially with the holidays coming up. Everybody wants to try to do something, vacations,
Yes.
things of that nature. So we're going to talk about waxing.
Yes.
All the parts
myths.
everywhere,
Yes.
the myths, the truth and the myths. And we're also, whatever else we're going to talk. We're just going to talk beauty today and
Yeah.
kind of prepare everybody, because I know at the holidays, everybody always wants to look good. Everybody's like seeing family, friends,
Exactly.
traveling. So we're just going to kind of
Just
go
delve
into that.
into it. Yeah, and I know, how busy are you? I know you're probably insanely busy.
You know what? It's starting to get busy. It's that it's one of those things that I was busy till Halloween, because everybody wanted to was in those like skanky little
what is
sexy
it,
outfits.
nurse outfits and lingerie and everything.
Yeah, and so it's dying down. But as I look at my schedule, it's starting to pick up again. Thanksgiving's coming up, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everything, any type of holiday you celebrate, it starts to get busy.
Yes,
And I start to get busy, and it's that time of the year.
Yeah, big time. So let's just, fall into it. The first thing, actually, I actually did this. I was going to ask you about it. I bought some, some facial cleanser, like face cleanser. What do you recommend? Because this is kind of season where your skin is kind of changing with the weather and everything. And my skin was very dry for a little while. And, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago and stuff like that. What would you recommend?
First, when it comes to skin, and everybody wants to self-diagnose, like you're a doctor, my skin is dry, this and that. I recommend it. People spend a lot of money on makeup.
Yes,
and they spend a lot of money, which I'm not opposed to. Makeup is fun, is great,
of course,
but you need a really good foundation and a good base. It's like a painter.
Okay,
you're basically painting your face. So my first recommendation is save a little bit of money and go see an esthetician and go get your face analyzed by a professional.
Yes.
Look, I am not a hater of Sephora. I'm not a hater of Ulta. I go in there and get those things. But at the end of the day, these girls are there to sell you something, regardless of what anybody wants to say. They're taught to sell and for you to purchase and buy. An esthetician is taught. We go to school. We're licensed by the state of California or wherever you're at. You're licensed, and we're taught to analyze the skin and really see your problems and what's going on. So for me, I just say take a little bit of money. If instead of going to Sephora and just buying a bunch of stuff that's not going to work for you,
just caking it on, and
just
making it work.
just go see an esthetician, see myself, or see somebody you trust, or and get a facial.
Yes.
This will help you analyze your skin. You don't, people think because if you get a facial that it's not worth the money. It's absolutely worth every cent. Because at the end of the day, I will teach you about your skin and what your skin really needs. A lot of times people misdiagnose what their skin needs, and they do more harm than they do good. So right now, like I would say, it's wintertime. Sure, everybody has a tendency to be a little drier, even myself. So I even do a facial myself. I analyze my skin. I do everything. And I change my routine and my products to go along with the season. So I can't really say, well, use this product, use this. I could, but at the end of the day, it's going to do you a disservice because you may not really be as dry as you think. You may be a combination. You might just need a little bit extra moisture. You might just want something with some hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is amazing. It's a great hydrator. Okay. I'm an esthetician that will recommend anything over the counter, in-house, whatever it is, find an esty that'll work with you, work with your budget. Yeah. You spend all this money on everything else that doesn't really work when you really just need a few core things. Yeah. Like a good, number one is your cleanser. Without a good cleanser, it doesn't matter. You could use a $200 moisturizer. Yeah. It doesn't matter. That cleanser. Yeah. You're not, if you're moist, if you're cleansing, if your face isn't cleansed, that moisturizer isn't going to work.
Point.
There's no point in it. Yeah. So, I definitely say see an SD, get just even if it's every 3 months. Yeah. Take $100, $200, get it. It's worth the investment. Yes. Invest in your skin. We invest in tennis shoes. We invest in looking good. But, you invest.
Those red bottoms.
Yes, girl. And you invest in a ton of makeup. Well, guess what? You need a really nice canvas. Yeah. So that makeup looks flawless and it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup. And then unfortunately, at the day and age that we're at, everybody's using it so it looks like you're looking makeup. Our goal is to make it so you looks like, your skin is so good you don't want to wear makeup. And if you do wear makeup, that it looks like it's part of your natural skin. I wear makeup.
Yeah, we all do.
We all do. Yeah. It's one of those things. So I highly recommend. Yeah. Well, speaking of which, we'll talk about what you bought later.
Yeah. Well, I can I honestly can recommend and say, you are the best. You have changed my face in so much with everything that you've done with facials and going to you. Because when I first started coming to you, I don't know if you remember, I was like, I didn't even want to come outside.
Yeah, no, I do. I remember
my skin was so bad. I had acne. I had discolorization. Like it was just terrible. And now it's just like.
And you know what? And you here's the thing too. You did the commitment.
Yes.
You came to see me like as recommended. Yeah. You were in there monthly. We got you to a point where you come whenever you want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't even need to come on a monthly basis. You just come and you're like, hey, Inez, because we got you to that point. Exactly. You got your skincare products. You're good. Yeah. And that's what I think people don't realize is that if you're working to something, it's like anything else. You're at the gym. You're like trying to lose that weight. Exactly. You're in there 24/7 to lose that weight. Once you've lost that weight, it's maintenance.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with skincare.
Yeah. Big time, big time. What do you think about tanning? How do you feel about that?
Okay, so here's the deal.
Uh-oh.
No. Tanning, there's so many new, better ways to tan now. There's spray tans. There's things like that aren't going to harm your skin as going on. Yes, we do. I believe that you do need to go out to the sun a little bit and get that natural vitamin D. Our sun, things are much, much more different. But as far as tanning beds and all of that, that's a no-no. Yeah. We already know, and especially, women of color, men of color think that we are not prone to skin cancer. Yeah. Skin cancer is rising in our community due to the fact that we're not using sunscreen because we think we don't need it.
Exactly. That's
lies.
Crazy. It's
lies. We need it. Yes. As much as people don't know.
Just like
we
get water.
Yes. We get sunburn.
Yes.
We get all kinds of things. Using sunscreen doesn't, I get it. There's people don't want to use it because it makes them look ashy. There's so many better sunscreens out now today. There's so many other things that will help. So all my clients, regardless, Asian, white, black, Latinas, all of them, it doesn't matter. They're all on sunscreen. Even my guys, they're all on sunscreen. Yeah. Why? It's age preventative, and really, it's all about the cancer. I'm not saying don't go outside.
Yeah, no, of course
absolutely,
not.
Go outside. Yeah, get some of that. But those tanning beds, those days of the 80s and 90s, that's done. Like you really should not be going to tanning bed. There's spray tans now that'll make you look nice. You're going on vacation. People are like, oh, what about a base? Go get yourself a tan, a spray tan, get yourself a little bit of color, still use your sunscreen. I'm not one of those that advocate like, no. I think like in anything, there's moderation to everything.
Okay.
You should be able to do a little bit of everything.
No, of course. What do you think for women? I know you do waxing brows and stuff like that. What do you also think about threading, tweezing, and all that stuff?
Okay, it's a personal preference.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm a wax girl. Threading is not my thing. I've tried it. I've even tried doing it. It's a personal preference. I don't oppose. This is my thing. If you find somebody who does your brows and things the way you like it, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think people are bashing sugaring, bashing waxing, because threading. At the end of the day, if that's what you like and it works for you, by all means, all power to you. It's not my personal favorite. It's not what I choose to do. But I have clients to just see me just for Brazilians and go get their eyebrows threaded. That's not a big deal to me. It is what it is. It's your personal preference.
Exactly.
You know, and same with even sugar. Not my favorite thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it but that's a personal opinion. And people love sugaring. By all means, just make sure the person you're going to knows what they're doing. Like a person who does waxing.
All right. This is a dumb question. What is sugaring?
Oh, sugar. And it's not, there's never a dumb question. No, sugaring is when it's all natural. It's like a paste. They make it with sugar, lemon, water, and they make this paste. And it's ancient. It goes back to even ancient Egyptian times that, that's how they used to remove hair.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So they just take it's like a ball of sugar and they just kind of remove. Me personally, I don't like it. But that's my personal opinion.
Okay.
I've done everything from waxing, sugaring, threading. I just find that waxing for me,
it's the best.
Is the best. The reason a lot of people that'll lead us into waxing. The reason people don't like waxing because they believe it hurts and they believe that it's just torture.
Yeah, and painful. And I was one of those people when I first found out about it and everything. But I came to you and it was painless. Like, I think one of the things about it was when you go to her room, Inez ain't got no sense. She had me dying, laughing nonstop. So I couldn't even think about any type of pain or anything. And it was just like, it was just so easy and breezy and it didn't take long. And I just was like, there was no pain in my head because I was laughing so hard at the stuff that you were doing. I mean, she's up here dancing and cracking jokes. I was like, what is happening right now? I thought this was supposed to be a serious moment, but she's just like, it's hilarious. I love it though. And I've been coming to you for ever since. It's almost 2 years now and stuff. So I highly recommend getting waxing. And especially for Black women, they think, oh, don't do it and shaving and all that stuff.
Here's the myth. I think the problem that waxing has and the things that people don't is that there are people like anywhere in any industry that don't know what they're doing and pretend they know what they're doing. I've been in the industry 15 years. That's 15 years of learning how to wax, okay? Practice makes perfect. Yes. I have a passion for it. I believe in it. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. You just have to know how to deal with it and do it. The myths are... Here's my thing. If you're ever in so much pain that you can't walk, you're bleeding, get up.
Yes.
Why are you sitting there torturing yourself?
Exactly.
Most people, are you researching your esthetician? Are you sure they know what they're doing? How long have they been doing it? Yes, people BS.
Don't just go by Yelp.
Yeah, talk to some people. Ask somebody. Ask your homie who gets her wax, who does your waxing. I'm one that I'm like, look, try it. If you like me, stay with me. If you don't, go and try somebody else. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think that there's this thing that, you have to, and waxing, if you're in so much pain,
it's not worth it.
From the table.
Yes.
It should never be to the point where you're crying, you're sore for 3 days. Look, I got clients. Look, there's rules. There's rules. There's certain rules you don't do for 24 hours.
Okay. Let's talk about them.
Okay. So like you don't get into like any type of heat, no pool, no sauna, no jacuzzi, no sex. There's, there's things that you don't do for 24 hours. All right. My clients do it all, but that's my clients.
Yeah.
Okay.
They know you.
And I know them. Yeah. They know me. We know the rules. Okay. If you're new to see me, I give you a no to everything. You are not allowed to do any of this because we don't know how your skin's going to react. My clients, they don't have those problems and those issues. They do all kinds of things that they know they're not supposed to do. But at the end of the day,
they know you.
They know that everything is going to be okay. Yeah. So again, build a repertoire with your esthetician. Ask questions. If you feel funny, this is the only industry I don't know we don't ask questions.
That's true.
I was like, amazed. I was like, aren't you going to ask me a question? What do you want to know? How long have I been doing it? What kind of wax am I using? How long have I been doing it? Why am I doing this? People don't ask questions. And I'm like, well, that's your, that's my job. I'm supposed to be able to ask questions. So if you find somebody you like if you don't like him, it's okay to walk away and be like, you know what? Sorry.
Yeah. It's
not happening.
Yeah. Not today.
Not today. Like, I've heard so many horror stories. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you just literally let somebody torture you?
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's crazy to me. So, ask questions, research your esthetician. Find out how long they've been in the business, where did they learn how to wax, how long they've been waxing. Is that their main business? If you're going to somebody who does only facials and they do a wax here and there, you might not want to go. But if you notice that they doing waxing just as much as they do facials, then you'll probably want to go because they're an expert. That's another thing just to touch on. You got out here, I've noticed that everybody goes everywhere. And you know what an esthetician does, right? We're licensed to do everything. Waxing, facials, eyebrows, makeup. We're licensed to do everything. Ask your Esty. Spend time and get to know your Esty. My clients see me for everything. Facials, waxing, everything. Why? Because you build a repertoire and you go. I do have clients that jump all over the place, so that's their choice.
Yeah, of course.
They're like, oh my God, you do this? Well, that's what my license allows me to do. Just because I don't focus on facials, which I'm starting to do a little bit more now because I've had clients.
Your facials.
Yeah, I've had clients like yourself and others say like, yo, you need to focus on that. It's just equally done. But, I could, you just find somebody that you trust and can do everything for you. And trust me, it just makes it so much easier, especially in this LA traffic.
Yeah, no, big time.
Going everywhere.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I know one of the things is a myth is that they say when you're waxing, it makes the hair grow back thicker.
That's a lie.
It's a lie.
No, it's a
You heard it here first?
Yeah, it's a lie.
You heard it.
Waxing pulls the hair out the root. And so when you pull the hair out the root, you do damage to the hair follicle. So it makes the hair come out thinner and finer. And the myth also, too, with shaving is that it makes the hair thicker. It doesn't make the hair thicker. It's the way you cut the hair, turns it into a blunt cut, and that's why it feels thicker. Your hair, once it is what it is. With waxing, though, anything that pulls anything out from the root, it does trauma to the hair follicle.
Okay.
So that's why sometimes people say when you're tweezing your eyebrows too much, well, guess what? You're pulling the hair out the root and to the point where it does so much trauma, the hair doesn't grow anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why ladies put down the tweezers, go see a professional.
Yes, please.
Get your stuff done so that way you always make sure your brows are on point and they're done.
Yeah.
And another thing, ladies, and if your hair does not grow, don't expect me to do miracles and have your eyebrows looking like Kim Kardashian if you never had eyebrows that look like Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, don't do it.
It's just, you're going to fill them in.
Yeah.
You're just going to, but if you're going to come in and go, I want to grow my eyebrows out extra thick and you don't have extra thick brow, even as a child, it's not going to happen. Okay. I mean, I think you have to manage your clients' expectations. I think, with social media, that's also been a big deal. Everybody sees everybody has the same damn eyebrow. Do you know how many of those women have their eyebrows filled? Like 90% of those women have and nobody has a natural brow. Everything is filled.
No, exactly.
Everything is filled. It looks full. It looks amazing. But when you take that off, they got a little strand.
Don't do that. Too much. Okay. That's crazy. What do you think about this myth about waxing causing sagging and wrinkles and stuff like that? How do you feel about that?
Look, I think back in the day and the type of wax that they had and the type of education they had, I think it was a possibility. Nowadays, technology, more education, the likelihood. I think it's a myth. I don't know. People are saying, "Oh, because the heat, this and that." There's more damage done by the sun every day. You're going out there and not putting on sunscreen than you taking getting your eyebrows waxed or your lip waxed once a month. Sorry. I just don't believe that waxing and all of this. Yes, there is damage done if you go to a professional who doesn't know what they're doing. The wax is too hot. Those are different. That's a different situation. But causing wrinkles and sagging, I'm not going to buy it. I just think it's a ploy that other industries do to prevent us from doing what we got to do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, technology, wax right now is the hottest thing. I'm always for the newest, the hottest, the most amazing wax. You can ask my clients. They're always coming in. They go, girl, you got a new wax. This is the newest, the best.
Exactly.
I'm always trying to find the best quality that there is. And so now it's to the point now that I don't see it to be an issue or a problem. Yeah. Maybe 50 years from now, like anything else, like they said,
you never know. Yeah.
You never know. But as of right now, it's a myth. The same way they say your labia, when you wax, it makes your labias drop. Yeah. Girl, bye. That is so not true. How about having children?
Yeah, there you go.
How about having kids?
Well, this kind of leads, here's another one. What about waxing when you're pregnant? Can you, can't you? What do you think about that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It depends on your pain tolerance.
Yeah.
I wax. Look, here's the thing. It's a personal choice. I've waxed all my clients till the day I've had clients come in saying, I'm having the baby in 3 days. Can you wax me?
Okay.
Their pain tolerance.
Yeah.
The type, yes. I use certain things and certain that I use different for them because they're pregnant.
Yeah.
But as far as pulling out some hair from the root, there's no reason. Some clients just, of course, hormonal things of that nature change.
Yeah.
So something that was never painful for you may be painful, and they're like, Inez, I just can't do it. Not a problem. But then there's others that are like, you know what? I'm telling you, all throughout the whole pregnancy, get waxed. So again, it's a personal choice. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
My personal opinion.
Well, you heard it here first, y'all.
Y'all get it together and get yourselves some waxing.
Exactly.
And but trust me, it's a life changer.
Big time, big time. Well, it's been a lovely, lovely episode with you today, lady. We truly, truly thank all of our listeners, and we want everyone to make sure you go and follow us on all of our social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Go to subscribe on SoundCloud, iTunes. Did you know we have right now on SoundCloud like 16 to 20 followers? I'm like, hello, we've only been out for like a month. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yay to all of you that are subscribing.
Yes, we truly thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. That's amazing.
Thank you so
We're
much.
trying to get it going. So thank you.
And we can't wait to air the next couple episodes coming out. And so we just truly, truly appreciate everyone for listening. So please make sure you go follow us, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Take a little time to enjoy your brand of Moscato and tea with us every day on our blog. Subscribe and follow us on Patreon for exclusive content. moscatoandtea.blogspot.com